Hello, welcome back to Nexus Tarot.
My name is Nicole. Today we're going to be tapping into the energies of the upcoming new moon. The new moon is going to be in Aries. Some things to note about this particular new moon is that it's the second one like it this year, which is usual, and it is also preceding a Mercury retrograde. Yeah, Mercury retrograde is going to be happening within like a day or two after the new moon, depending upon where you are in the world. So it's a lot of interesting energies happening around at the same time. So now I'm going to give a very short summary and generalization, English, of the energies during a new moon in Aries. So if you're interested in the topic, I would recommend doing some of your own additional research. There are a ton of articles about it and YouTube videos about it all over the place. So without further ado, the new moon in Aries highlights the sign's strong willpower and endless energy, making them natural winners and predestined for success. However, the new moon tends to bring out their more negative traits, such as impulsive behavior, short temperedness, and also a little, just a teeny tiny, a little bit into people's sadistic nature. It is important to practice self-control and focus on what is productive. The astrological tarot correspondent of the Aries is the Emperor, who embodies ambition, achievement, and power. Slowing down and taking time to decide on actions is advised during this time period instead of rushing into things. So for today's reading, we're going to be seeking advice on how to better handle our emotions during this new moon. You'll be choosing from these 3 decks. You can pick more than one pile if you are feeling called to listen to more than one. I've already pulled out the Emperor from each deck, as you can see, because we're going to be using him in our spread to focus and channel the Aries energy of this moon. If you need some crystals to help you decide, I've got clear quartz for pile number 1. I've got pink quartz for number 2. And finally, last but not least, amethyst for number 3. Feel free, as always, to use the timestamps provided to jump around to any part of the video that you want to watch. I'm going to leave you for a couple, well, just a minute or so, just to meditate on these decks and crystals and for you to choose, and then I'll see each of you in your reading. Hello, pile number 1. This is your new moon in Aries reading. You were the one that picked clear quartz. That over there. Here's the Emperor card. This is our focus point on the Aries energy. He stands for authority, structure, protection and discipline. masculine energy as well. And he's going to help us channel the Aries energy and how you might be maybe feeling a little impulsive this coming month, or new moon, I guess I should say. What does group number 1 to know about the new moon this month? What does group number 1 to know about this new moon? All right, let's see here. Of interesting information here. So, first we have the Four of Wands here, where you're being a little bit impulsive and where things you could use a little bit more control and planning and some structure, which this card represents the home. So that's already pretty self-explanatory right there. I think you've been a bit impulsive about how you're taking care of things at home, maybe even the people around you. And I think you probably need, if there it's starting to be, it is spring and it's starting to lead into summer. If you haven't done any spring cleaning yet, getting rid of all of the clutter in your life, you should probably start thinking about that. And also probably try to make sure you're keeping your temper in check at home. Make sure you're not taking out any repressed feelings out on the people around you in the home. And just probably make sure to take some me time to make sure that you're processing all of your emotions and not letting that get in the way. Six of Pentacles, where you've been pretty demanding with and putting a lot of pressure on your finances. You probably just need to start accepting that your finances are probably doing pretty good. Like the Six of Pentacles is a pretty stable card. It stands like when you're having a lot of harmony and alignment and growth with your finances. And I think you just need to take a little break with it. You're doing pretty good. It's not to say you need to give up on it. I think you just need to start focusing on some of the other things that are going on. It's because your temper, following that, is also the Seven of Pentacles. It's been negatively, your temper has been affecting others. It's been giving, it's almost to the point where you're directionless a little bit. You have so many things that you're trying to work on when it comes to your finances, and so many things you're trying to juggle with it, that it's been kind of, yes, it's been giving you a lot of growth, but it's also been giving people around you a lot of grief. I think you've been spending way too much time focusing on money so far, and you need to start thinking about the home and nurturing the people, the emotions around you. I think you need to go back to things that you're passionate about, things that you enjoy doing in your free time, and cultivating those relationships. Because let me see if I can't pick this card up. I'm feeling a lot of the energy that you've been spending a lot of time at work, and it's been negatively, and because you've been spending so much time focusing on work, it's been negatively affecting how things are going on at home. The Six of Cups is a very emotional card. It's also very nostalgic and represents childhood. So if you've got children, maybe spend some more time with your children. It's starting to get warmer. Take some time to maybe set up a little kiddie pool with them. and just play in the nice weather with them. I think in order to you just need to start remembering that you need to practice patience. I think you just need to, when you start feeling your emotions like get the better of you, just take a deep breath, do whatever tools or methods that you normally do to keep yourself calm, the 1, 2, 3, the counting, just taking some space away from people and for like a couple of minutes and then return and just like I think you just need to spend some time with the family and less a little just take a step back from the finances and the job a little bit. Not, you don't have to completely ignore them, but just like for a couple of days. I'm feeling like it's just a couple of days that you just need to stop worrying about the money and start enjoying time with people and with your family and your kids if you've got them, or just maybe even some nieces and nephews. Just spend some time, maybe even just reconnecting with a childhood passion project of yours, something that you really enjoy doing. Maybe it's some kind of book that you really enjoyed. Reread a book that you enjoyed when you were a child. And just remember that you need to be patient with not only yourself, but people around you, but especially yourself. You need to make sure that you're patient with yourself. You are going to make mistakes. It's okay if you have a moment where you snap, but just snap at someone, but just remember to take that moment and breathe and then apologize and be like, I'm sorry I snapped at you. I've got a lot of pressure going on at work that I'm trying to take care of, and I'm going to do my best to not take it out on you anymore. Let's get some oracle cards going right here. What does group number 1 need to know for? Oh, this one kind of wanted to come out. Full moon. Oh, I got 2 cards out. I didn't even notice that. Full moon in Taurus. Your dreams need a practical plan. Yeah, maybe if these are your dreams right here and you've been spending all of your time and energy into them, maybe just taking a step back and step back to spend some time, take a break from this will help you redirect your energy and give you a better plan on how to tackle any of the problems that is happening at your job. Oh, more Taurus. Now we've got the new moon in Taurus. Prosperity lies ahead. Yeah, your job is going great. Your job is progressing and it's getting better with each go because you went from the 6 into the 7. So it's growing and it's going to continue to keep growing. So prosperity is lying ahead for you. Things are doing well. So you think you just need to take a break and realize that it's still going to be there. Your job is still going to be there. It's going to survive without you for a couple of days so that you can have some time to recharge. We get one more card for group number 1. What does group number 2 to know? Nothing yet set in stone, mutable moon. Interesting. Oh, that's probably going back with the practical plan. Like, I think you've been stressed out about this because you think things are set in stone, but they're actually not. You just need to shift your focus and come up with a new plan. But you really need to step away. You can't see the forest for the trees. While you're in them, you have to take a step back from the forest and look at the forest to come up with a new plan, because the things that you thought were set in stone, they're not really set in stone. All right, and that's whoop. No, come back. Here we go. All right, let's get some messages from your spirit animals. Spirit animals deck. Can we get some messages for group number 1? That spirit, a rebirth is assured. There you go. Yeah, that's actually really good. Rebirth is assured. Because I think that things are just going so well. You're probably just making you're making things a bigger deal than they actually are. Things are going in a really good direction for you. Spirit has a plan. Koala spirit. Yeah. I think the spirit is on your side and has good things set in motion for you. You just need to trust in spirit that things are going to work out. Let me get one more. Dear spirit, bring a gentle touch. Again, you're being too hard on yourself at your job, and you just need to tap into the gentle spirit that's in you and just reconnect with things that are, at home, and bring patience into your life and just be less hard on yourself. So let's get a pendulum question. I want you to think of a yes or no question that my pendulum can answer for you. All right, let's get into it. Just hold the yes or no question in your mind, and my pendulum will answer it. It's swinging yes. It went very quickly into the yes. All right, pile number 1. That is your new moon in Aries reading. I hope certain things resonated with you. If they didn't, you can certainly just ignore them. But I hope you liked this reading. Please give me a like and consider subscribing. And I hope to see you in my next video. Bye-bye. Hello, pile number 2. This is your new moon in Aries reading, and you picked the pink quartz right there. All right, and we have our Emperor card right here. He is our focus point for the Aries energy for this new moon. He stands for authority and structure and masculine energy, protection and discipline. All right, what does pile number 2 need to know about the Aries energy? What does they need to know about the Aries new? Wow. Some interesting energies going. So I believe that the cards are telling me that where you've been feeling like you could use a bit more control in your life is with this death card is you are afraid of things ending. You're afraid of something new going on, and you're afraid of change. I think you've been a bit too scared of it. I think you just need to accept that change is inevitable, and it's okay. It's okay to accept for things to end and for, just to feel like you have no control, but you really do have control. You just kind of sometimes just need to ride the wave, and that it's taking those fears and emotions about you have about the change out on other people is not a very good thing. And it's also not good to take it out on yourself either. Just remember that life is always going on. Oh, how do I want to say this? Life happens sometimes, just it just happens without our control, and you just need to concentrate on the things that you can control. I think you've also been just you just been probably a little bit too focused and on the things that just I feel like reading some of the energy in these cards, I think you've been kind of been a little bit depressed lately. And I think you need to find the things that bring you joy again. I think you've been probably taking out your emotions on yourself, out on yourself, and as well as on the other people. You've you've been feeling very depressed lately, and I think you're slowly on the mend, but I think you've just been putting too much pressure on yourself on how quickly or even how slowly you're getting over your grief or in your depression. There's no time limit. Every person is different. Because just because something is affecting you and is still affecting you doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. It means you probably just still need to work on it. And if people are giving you grief about how well you're or unwell you're dealing with your emotions, then just tell them to just leave you alone. Tell them to leave you alone and let you process your emotions in your own time. And I think it's just been negatively affecting even your work. It's been negatively affecting your home life, and it's made like some certain things like fall behind. Like I feel like some of your chores have been falling behind, and you're feeling like you're just not living the nice life that you are. That is okay. When I'm depressed, do you think I want to do the dishes or vacuum or even just tidy up after myself? That happens. But you know what you can do? Just when you wake up and if you drink coffee, you have your morning coffee. After you're done having your morning routine, just spend 5 minutes of your time just tidying up your just something around you in your home life. Set a timer on your phone for 5 minutes, and just for those 5 minutes, just spend time picking up after yourself. It doesn't matter if you finish the task, just that you put a dent in it. Put a dent in it. And after doing enough dents day after day, eventually you're going to make things be better at home. Because it's also after you've done that, you know, I think you just need to find some inspiration again. I think in order to get over all of this up here, like your fear of change, your getting over your emotions and the like the poor home life, I think you just need to find something that inspires you again, and that'll help you get right on the path. Maybe you start drawing. Maybe you need to start actually just, even if you're not a very good drawer and all you can do is stick figures, maybe you just need to start doing like some drawing or some writing. There's something called automatic writing where you just kind of turn your brain off and you put pen to paper and you just start writing without even thinking about it. And maybe that'll help you process some of your emotions. And you just, again, you set a timer for 5 minutes, because I'm seeing a lot of fives here. Set a timer for 5 minutes and just start writing about anything and everything. With what, it doesn't even have to be about how you're feeling, but just turn your brain off and just start writing or drawing. And I think that'll help you find an outlet on maybe any of the emotions that you or thoughts that you just aren't sure on how to express. And you might be surprised at what comes out of it. Because like what can help you is just being able to then start to learn to act appropriately with these emotions. I think once you've found an outlet of some sort for your emotions, I think you need to find a new act. You just need to find that inspiration. Maybe even that friend who is outspoken and extroverted, and maybe you just reconnect with them as well, and just maybe spend some time out on the town with them. You know, look at this person, they're having fun and everything like that, but right now you've also been feeling like you're just stuck, you're uninspired, you don't know what to do with yourself. And I think you just need to probably just spend that time doing with your creative outlet, and then just start acting on your creative outlets. Advance toward a goal. Maybe just start like maybe even start a YouTube channel, you know, like where you can express yourself through vlogs. Just like do like a little bit of a check-in, like go for a walk and just start speaking to the camera and then upload it to YouTube. Let's see here if we can get some further insight from the oracle cards. What does group number, oh, didn't even mean to throw that one. What do you need to release, waning moon? I think you just need to find that you need to release all of this negative energy and just find an outlet for it. See if I can't move that further into the shot for you. You need to find a way to release your emotions healthily, in a healthy way. You know, make sure that you're not taking out any aggression out on any others, or also being one of those people that just ask someone, hey, can I unload on you for a few minutes just to get my thoughts out? And is that appropriate? Like if it's not, that's okay. Because, you know, sometimes people don't want to hear, like they've already got so much going on with them that they don't want to hear about any others. But I think it's something good to at least try. Expect powerful change. New moon and eclipse. I think you just need to, I think that's it. I think once you start finding healthy ways to express your emotions, you will start expecting powerful change and things will get better for you. Or at least get you going in the right direction of where you should go. You and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. I think that one, the card's pretty self-explanatory. You and your loved ones are safe. You know, just even if things are feeling pretty down on the dumps right now, you are at least safe. You have a roof over your head, and you just need to take one day, one step at a time. For each day, one step at a time. Let's see if we can get some messages from spirit animals here. Rabbit spirit. Now is a lucky time. Now is a good time. Now is a good time to start taking the small hops. Just take a small hop each and every day from the rabbit. You know, just be like the rabbit, a small hop. The abundant universe will provide, Buffalo. That's actually quite nice. The universe is going to provide. You just need to make sure you take care of yourself. The universe will provide and make you feel like you're not living in a life of squalor. it'll provide you with some new inspirations, some new things to shoot for the moon for. Whoop. I did not mean to drop that one, but we're going with a wombat spirit. Be at home. Yeah, be at home. Spend some time at home. Spend some time with your loved ones, and just spend time taking care of you. If people are making demands of you before you're ready, then just don't let them. Spend that time at home and taking care of you and your change, and making sure that every ending has a new beginning, and that is just part of life, and it's okay. You know, think new things happen, and it always usually ends up being for the better. Let the bad things die, and let the good things come into your life. All right, we're going to do a pendulum question. I want you to think of a yes or no question in your brain and hold it in your mind, and my pendulum will answer it for you. Swinging no. Pendulum is swinging no. All right, pile number 2. I hope you liked this reading, and I do think things will get better for you. If you liked this reading, please give me a like and consider subscribing, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye-bye. Hello, pile number 3. This is your new moon in Aries reading. You chose the amethyst for your crystal. Oh, sure, it's still in the shot. All right, and we have our emperor right here, who very much embodies the Aries energy. He likes authority, he likes structure, he's logical, he represents masculine energy, and he represents also protection and discipline. Perfect for Aries. Right. All right, what does group number 3 need to know about the upcoming new moon in Aries? Ooh. All right. A lot of good information going on. I think you've been a little bit too impulsive with things that are of at home, your creative interests, maybe even like with yourself. You like, if you're female, this is probably yourself. If you're male, this is probably going to be a female person that you know. If you have feminine energy, probably just like it can apply to both scenarios. I think you just need a little bit more control in planning in your life, if like your creative projects and anything that's going on at home, because the Empress represents a lot of the creativity that we have and our nurturing energy, and living in luxury. And I think you've been a little bit impulsive and don't have a whole lot of structure in those things going on right now. And I think you've been you've been moving too quickly through life. I think you've been putting a lot of pressure on yourself in also your home life, that you've been just kind of in a go 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 sort of state, and it's been making the people around you just being like, bro or girl, just can you slow down? You're going too fast, and it's been affecting your home life, and it's been affecting your family and your family, whether it be your immediate family or your extended family, and it's just been making people just not want to be around you right now. You need to slow down and just take time to smell the roses. Smell the roses. Maybe, all of these flowers, just smell the roses and just take time to just evaluate the things that you do have. I think you've been neglecting some of your cups and the people around you. And some of them have just kind of fallen off to the wayside. And I think you just need to take the time to reconnect with your cups, because I think you need to remember that you are someone who is very strong and dependable and very nurturing, and also like very very beautiful as well. You need to take time to stop rushing ahead, and you need to be a little bit more stable in your life, as far as like even just your material possessions and your finances and even your health. You need to refocus on taking care of you. Maybe stop focusing on the people around you and how they need to be doing things. Refocus on yourself. Be your own queen of pentacles and take care of things. Take care of go back to self-care. Take a spa day. Spend some time in your garden if you've got one. It is spring and it's starting to get really warm, at least where I'm at, and things are starting to bloom. Take some time to go into your creative passion projects. Stop focusing on those around you, because I think you've been up in their business and they're not appreciating you being up in their business, and they want you to just back off instead of being up their butt. Back off and just focus on you right now. Focus on your emotions and the things that are important around you, and focus on the things that are not important to you. And you need to leave behind the things that are not important and just focus on the things that are. Your family is important to you. Being able to take care of yourself is important, and making sure you're not rushing into things. This card, I always feel like very much embodies like the Aries energy of like just like going. You're gonna go. You need to slow down, maybe back away a little bit from, not definitely not ignore them. Like if they need you for something, you can help them, but just I think they need just a little bit of space. They don't need you like hovering. I feel like you've been hovering, you've been smothering them, and you need to back off a little bit and just kind of focus on you and the things that you take a bath, maybe take some time to light some candles, listen to some music, and read a book in a bath. Just take some time away from them a little bit, like a half an hour to an hour. Give them their space and focus on you a little bit, and make sure that you are taking that time to reflect on the things that you need to leave behind. Because I think you've also been piling up certain things that you've been ignoring for yourself, and you just need to start letting them go. You need to let them go. You've been holding on to them for too long, and I think this is honestly what's been causing the stress. Is you're trying to make sure that they don't make the same mistakes that you are. And you just need to actually take the time and like let them live their life, make their own mistakes, and you need to take care of your own and like do something about it. Stop letting them pile up and actually take the time to walk away from them. Take care of them, you know, take care of any unfinished business and just let them go and let them walk away. All right, let's get some further insight from the Moonology cards right here. What does group number 3 need to know? You're very close to achieving your goal. Gibbous Moon. So if you've got like a goal that you've been working on, but you've just been kind of putting off to the side because you've been focusing on everyone else around you, I think you need to return to your goal, return to you, return to achieving your goal. And this card kind of wanted to come out. Your hard work is paying off. Like, yeah, your hard work is paying off. Just make sure you take the time to take breaks. You know, there's if you've been working on something with your family and your friends and the people around you, there's no reason why you have to stop completely. Just take a break. They need a break and you need a break. Meditate and contemplate. Yeah, again with that bath that I mentioned, just take some time to meditate and contemplate. Take the time to reflect on you and reflect on the things that you've been putting off and piling up, and just take care of them. Get rid of the things that are bothering you. Let me make sure I'm back into the shot for you. Spirit animal cards. What do you have to tell number 3? Vulture spirit, nothing is wasted. Okay? Nothing's wasted. Nothing is wasted. You haven't wasted anything. Like your life up to now has not been a waste. Everything is important. Even the things that you're walking away from that you need to get rid of, these are life lessons. These helped make you who you are today. They helped build this great family that you have. And it has taught you enough to make this wonderful family and wonderful life for yourself. And even even mistakes help build who we are. Panther spirit, reclaim your power. Reclaim your power. Come back to being the Queen of Pentacles. Come back to being that queen. And just let go of the things that you reclaim your power, and let go of the things that are no longer serving you. Reclaim being an empress instead of someone who is smothering and who is not someone who is very fun to be around. Be the queen, be the empress, be someone who is very nurturing. Actually, I'm feeling this card. Rabbit spirit, now is a lucky time. So, rabbit spirit, now is a lucky time. Now is a good time to start working on you. All right, now I've got my pendulum here. I would like for you to hold a yes or no question in your mind. Hold it in the very front of your mind, and my pendulum will answer it for you. It's a very little yes. It's swinging yes, but it's not swinging very much. So it's a little yes. It's starting to swing a little bit more of a sure yes. So yeah, it's a yes, but it's a little yes. It's a little one. All right, pile number 3. I hope you liked this reading. If you did, please consider giving me a like and consider subscribing. And I hope to see you in my next video. Bye-bye. All right, before you go, please remember that tarot readings are for entertainment purposes only. As we all have free will, the outcome depicted in the readings may not be set in stone. You are the creator of your own destiny. Please let me know if there's a particular type of reading you'd like to see in the comments below. And I hope you have a very wonderful day, and I hope to see you all again very, very soon. Bye-bye.